Salutations YouTube, it has been a while since I've done this. We're back with a true crime video, in case you couldn't tell by the title and the thumbnail. Today's a bit of a, they've all been dark ones, but today is a dark one. Again, as I've said, they've all been dark ones, but this one, I don't know, there's just something about this guy, man. We're going to be talking about the Parkland High School massacre at the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. A bit of a graphic and upsetting one, as they all are, as I keep saying. I need to stop doing that, I apologise. As is a theme with these videos, we're going to do a bit of a background about the perpetrator, then the event itself. I need to stop calling it an event. And the tragedy itself, and then the victims, honouring them and paying respect. But again, as is tradition with these videos, as with all my videos really, I would like you to please get yourself a drink, get yourself a snack, and make yourself comfortable. Today I'm drinking, not that you guys give a fuck, but Pipeline Punch Monster. It's a beautifully pink can with a beautifully pink taste, and that just sounds weird. I'm not going to say that again. Salute. Right. So you all know the perpetrator, Nicholas Cruz. Pardon me. I've got to stop doing that as well. There's so many things that I need to stop doing, and I will stop doing them, I promise. So, Nicholas Cruz was born to Brenda Norma Woodard on September the 24th, 1998, which is oddly enough the same year I was born. He was born in Margate, Florida. His biological father's identity is unknown. Nicholas was placed in an orphanage after his birth, as his mother gave birth to him while she was in prison, and he was adopted by Roger and Linda Cruz. Both his adoptive parents died before Cruz finished high school. Roger had died at age 67 in 2004, and Linda at age 68 in 2017. Cruz was fully orphaned 3 months before the shooting. Since his mother's death, he had been living with relatives and friends. He had behavioural issues since preschool, and he was eligible for special education. According to the Washington Post, I've heard a lot of people say that's an unreliable source, but I digress. According to the Washington Post, he was well known to school and mental health authorities and was entrenched in the process for getting students help rather than referring them to law enforcement. Psychiatrist Dr. Stephen A. Moskowitz diagnosed Cruz with ADHD and ODD, which, if you didn't know, it's opposition defiant disorder. If you don't know what that is, look it up, because I can't be arsed. Cruz was transferred between schools, including Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School, 6 times in 3 years in an effort to deal with these problems. In 2014, he was transferred to a school for children with emotional or learning disabilities. There were reports that he made threats against other students, but he returned to Stoneman Douglas for 2 years. Or no, he returned to Stoneman Douglas 2 years later, but he was expelled in 2017 for disciplinary reasons. As he could not be expelled from the Broward County school system completely, he was transferred to alternative placement. The school administration had circulated an email to teachers warning that Cruz had made threats against other students, and the school had actually banned him from wearing a backpack on campus. And so yeah, this is a troubled kid, very troubled kid. he actually posted a video online, and I've actually got the transcript here. My name's Nick. I'm going to be the next school shooter of 2018. Oh bollocks! It crashed. Let's see what I can remember. So it said it's going to be the next school shooter of 2018. His goal is at least 30 people or 20 people with an AR-15 and a couple of tracer rounds. Location is Stoneman Douglas. And the next time you see me on the news, it's good. Fuck, bear with me. Location is Stoneman Douglas. It's going to be a big event. And when you see me on the news, you're all going to know who I am. You're all going to die, followed by gunshot noises, and then saying, I can't wait. On the 14th of February 2018, that would have been my 20th birthday. On February, I don't know why I dropped that in, I'm sorry. You already know when my birthday is. On February the 14th, 2018, he was dropped off at the school by an Uber driver approximately 20 minutes before dismissal time, which I'm guessing is the end of the day. Crews entered Building 12, which is a 3-storey structure containing 30 classrooms, typically occupied by about 900 students and 30 teachers at approximately 2:21 p.m. Upon entering the building, he rapidly assembled his weapon, which I should add, it was an AR-15 semi-automatic. What is it with all these people getting AR-15s? He assembled that at the base of a stairwell adjacent to the first floor classrooms. As he did so, he was interrupted by a student named Christopher McKenna, who crews said to him, "You better get out of here, something bad is about to happen." McKenna fled the building and notified the staff members of the unfolding threat. Which, now we're going to talk about the actual tragedy, which I should have said earlier. But yeah, this is the part where shit hits the fan. Cruz then entered the first floor hallway where he observed 3 students named Martin Angiano. I'm probably going to butcher these names, so I'm sorry for any offence caused. Martin Angiano, I don't know, Gina Montalto and Luke Hoyer, who were in the hallway outside room 1215. He killed all 3 of them in the hallway, with another student within the hallway, 15-year-old Ashley Bays, wounded, shot once in her upper leg. He then fired through the windows of 4 closed classroom doors, killing 6 more students and wounding 13 others. 2 staff members were also killed on the first floor of the building. Due to gunshot reverberation within the hallways, the fire alarm in the building activated, causing confusion because there had already been a fire drill earlier in that day. Which, I don't know, it would cause a bit of confusion. I mean, tell me in the comments, did your school ever have fire drills twice a day? Let me know. I'm interested to see where this goes. Oh, I forgot where I was. There we go. Students were unable to seek shelter at hard corners, which, in case you didn't know, it's an area of a classroom that people can safely hide if a gunman peered through the window of a door. Because many of the classrooms in Building 12 lacked one and furniture otherwise obstructed potential safe spaces. As the shooting unfolded, a code red was still not called due to confusion among school employees over who had the authority to do so. Just sound the fucking alarm. I don't care who you are, just sound the fuck. If you think you hear gunshots, sound the fucking alarm. At about 2:21 p.m, a staff member eventually activated a lockdown, but only after discovering the body of a victim and hearing gunfire. Oh, so it was only after you found a body they decided to go into lockdown. There's so much I want to say about that, but I don't want to get cancelled, and I've got friends in America who will be very upset with me. Love you guys. An armed school resource officer of the Broward, I can't fucking speak. An armed school resource officer of the Broward County Sheriff's Office was on campus when the shooting broke out, and he remained outside between Building 12 and the adjacent Building 7. You're an armed security guard, I get. You're an armed security guard. You hear shooting. I get it, like, are you really paid enough to risk your life? But at least try. At least try. After he stopped shooting, possibly due to a weapon malfunction, he dropped his rifle on the third floor of the building and left the scene by blending in with fleeing students. He then walked to a fast food restaurant, stopping at a mall to get a soda on the way, and lingered before leaving on foot at 3:01 p.m. At about 3:41 p.m, police stopped Cruz 2 miles, which I think is about 3 kilometers, 3 kilometers, give or take. He was stopped 2 miles from the school in the Wyndham Lakes neighborhood of Coral Springs and arrested him as a suspected shooter. He was then taken to A&E with labored breathing, and I say labored breathing like that because he put it on. It was an act. He acted because he knew he'd done wrong. Coward. After 40 minutes, Cruz was released back into police custody and booked into the Broward County Jail. The shooting lasted for about 6 minutes in total, and all of the victims were shot within just under 4 minutes. He fired 139 shots during the whole thing. That many casualties in 6 minutes. It is heartbreaking. There's just so much to say about this guy, but I don't want to make these videos too long. It's bad enough talking about them. It's bad enough that I'm doing videos about them. But I've still got a few more cases to talk about. And now we get to the names of the victims. Alyssa Miriam Aladef, aged 14. Martin Angriano, aged 14. Nicholas Dworet, aged 17. Aaron Faze, 37. Christopher Hickson, aged 49. Luke Hoyer, aged 15. Gina Rose Montalto, aged 14. Elena Joanne Petty, aged 14. Helena Freya Ramsey, aged 17. Alexander Logan Shachter, aged 14. Pardon me. Oh no, I'm sorry. That could not have come at a worse time, I'm sorry. Oh, fuck, that's gonna get me shit. The thing is, I could edit that out, but I don't know how to. I'm not good at editing. It's not my strong suit. Carmen Marie Schentrup, Scott J. Beagle, Jamie Taylor Guttenberg. Oh shit, I forgot to read out the ages. So Carmen Marie Schentrup was age 16. Scott J. Beagle was 35. Jamie Taylor Guttenberg was 14. Cara Marie Lovren was 14. Joaquin Oliver was aged 17. Meadow Jade Pollack, aged 18. and Peter Wang, aged 15. It's just heartbreaking. Obviously, people were outraged in the aftermath. Like they saw the videos and the stuff he was posting on social media, and he was known to all these organisations, and still they did nothing. They were like, nah, he's only a kid. They're the ones you want to look at, because it's so easy for anyone to buy a gun. It's easier to buy a gun than a Big Mac. Yeah, shocking. I just don't know what to say. No one should ever have to go through this. I feel anyone who has been through this, I can't even begin to imagine. I can't even begin to describe the terror, the panic, and the heartbreak of those you've lost and you've loved and lost. See, in case you didn't know by my accent, I live in England where this sort of stuff does not happen. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it there because it's just you guys know. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, share it with your friends, subscribe if you're new. It would really help me out. We're back to 113 subscribers now. You will get more content like this. I promise. The gaming and the other stuff was just a filler because I just had so much stuff going on with work and personal life. But there will be more crime videos. I've already got about 4 to 6 lists of other series that I want to work on. I just want to keep bringing you guys content. But yeah, keep being awesome. Keep on keeping on. Love you all. And please like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.